me what you wanted to.
So, Mommy, do you know what strange matter is?
A little 11-year-old boy.
So strange matter is when you take an eon, not an ion. An ion is different. An eon, and inside, if it's compressed, if there's a strange quark nearby and it's compressing, then the strange quark can get pressed in between the two. It has to have 3 quarks to create a particle. So then it becomes strange matter particle. Strange matter can also have other things in it too, because if there are other particles nearby, that they can get compressed in strange matter. But it has to have an up quark, a down quark, and a strange quark. It can have other things in the mix too, like fermions, electrons, Higgs bosons, all the kind like antineutrons, all this stuff. And it's also strange matter is very unstable. And when released from a pressure place, it will explode.
What is the Higgs boson you're talking about? What's that?
It's the particle that gives particles mass. We discovered it in 2015. It's also called the God particle.
Why do they call it the God particle?
Because it's so important.
Anything else you want to tell me?
Since Mommy, so also, let me think what other kinds of, we're gonna be like learning about superfluids. Superfluids are what happened when things get near absolute zero. We're talking about how like people did that, got to absolute zero. And when it gets even colder, like 1/11 of a billionth of a degree, it becomes a super solid.
What is a superfluid?
It's like a fluid that it's so cold that matter slows down. When light goes through a superfluid, it's going so slow that slows down to the speed of a bicycle.
And you were saying something about quarks. What are those?
They're what make up elementary particles.
So there's like one quark, or there's a certain number
There's
of quarks.
3
How does that
quarks
work?
in every particle. There's if it can be a semi-particle if there are 2 quarks. Quarks always come in pairs.
I thought you said there was 3 in every.
Yes, but quarks, there cannot be less than 2 bonded to each other. So like
So you mean there are 3 pairs, or there are 3 quarks? Which is it?
There are 3 quarks, and usually the quarks are floating. Usually they're floating around in pairs of 2, and then like a third one comes. Quarks can self-replicate because their energy level is so small. You know what's also creepy about quarks?
What's that?
So quarks, they're always in pairs of 3.
Right.
You cannot like separate them because you're pulling on both ends, right?
Right.
It takes a lot of energy to snap a quark, and since they have so little energy, when it snaps, the energy is enough to create 2 other quarks bonded onto each of the 3 quarks, so it creates 3 new pairs.
I see. And is any of this related to string theory, or no?
No.
No. Okay. I have to get all those, separated, I guess, in my head.
Yeah.
Right? Okay. All right. Are we ready to go in and do homework?
Yes. Well, yeah.
Yes.
Ma'am.
Okay. Let's go.